here with Inside Out Strength and Performance. We're going to be talking about lifting. So lifting is really important. We do it all the time throughout our day, especially for those of you with kids or have active lifestyle. You're lifting and picking things up all the time. So we want to make sure that you're lifting correctly. So really important, kind of some tips and cues to remember when you're lifting. Keep the object that you're lifting close to your body. The farther away that you're lifting something, the more stress and the more challenging it is for your back and your core to help stabilize. So if you're picking up those kiddos, keep them close. And if you need to, you can always try to have them raised up from a higher surface if you need to, if you're having some back pain or other knee pain or other things like that. Or go see your physical therapist and they can help you with that as well. So we're going to talk through some different things you can do with lifting. So if we have this down on the ground, you're going to pick something up. You want to get as close as you can to whatever you're lifting. So again, you're not going to be super far away reaching for something, especially when it's heavy. Those kids are not getting any smaller. They're growing. So you want to be nice and close to whatever you're about to pick up. You're going to bend down with your legs, engaging your core throughout. You don't want to forget about engaging that core. Be really mindful of that. And then from the ground, lifting up from there, keeping the weight nice and close, and coming back down. So keeping the weight nice and close as you're lifting. If you're picking something up from a higher position, again, same thing, you want to get as close as you can. I know there's some awkward things in our homes and in our yards and different stuff that you're picking up. Things are not always a perfect shape, but getting as close as you can to whatever you're about to lift. Bending the legs, using your legs as you're lifting up, rather than bending forward and trying to pull up from those back muscles. Our back muscles are thin muscles. They're meant for more posture stability. They're not big, powerful muscles like the muscles in our legs and our hips. So using those muscles as you see appropriate. The other movement that you want to be mindful of, especially lifting kids out of car seats and strollers and all of their cribs and all of that stuff, and reaching for things, is loading up the hips. So this is called a hip hinge. The previous movement was more like a squat, where this one is more of a hip hinge. So sitting your hips back, hinging from here at the hips. And noticing that I'm not rounding and reaching down, but rather sitting the hips back. I have a little bit of knee bend and then picking up. So that allows for us to load up the glutes, which our glutes are our power muscles. So for this one, some really helpful cues for that. You can even practice up against a wall, bringing your feet here and then trying to sit your hips back to tap the wall. And then coming back up. Sitting back, tapping the wall, and coming up. So some important things with lifting: keep that object close to you, be mindful of your core position, and breathe throughout. Try not to hold your breath. That's actually going to be more challenging for your core system to stabilize. So exhaling on that effort. So as you're picking up those kids, exhale out the air and help lift up through the core, through everything in your body. So those are some helpful tips for lifting mechanics to keep you safe and resilient and feeling strong and confident in your body. If you have any questions or would like to learn more, please reach out. We'd be happy